ask me any question.
That's Adam. He likes to talk. Dear Ken, and Men is holding the camera, so hi, Men. Thank you. Dear Ken, my husband and I bought a home about 5 years ago, and I still have white walls. I can't commit to picking a color. How do you know you're picking the right color for the room? I like the white, I guess, an accent with color, but I would love to make my home as beautiful as the ones I watch you do on TV. Please tell me how you go about picking the right color for a room. Sincerely, Jill. Jill, you have color commitment phobia, and it's common because we all go through it. What I suggest you do is find colors that you feel comfortable wearing. Go to the paint store and pick 2 or 3 shades lighter than that. Get poster board from the school supply store. Paint poster boards these colors and tape them to the walls one at a time for each day and live with that color in a big form. Put it away for a couple of days, and when you go back in that white room, remember which one stood out and made you feel the happiest or the best. And you will go through this process and realize that there's one color that you really like the most, and that's your color. I always also tell people color is tricky, and that's why samples are important, but it's also something that if you have a free weekend, repainting it is not going to kill you. It's better than living with white walls, especially in your case, because it sounds like it's really starting to stress you out. Louise. Hi, Kenneth. I have a tendency to choose light colors versus vibrant colors. Our bedspread is very light green with a khaki undertone with ivory stripes. It's very subtle. Unfortunately, there is no contrast, and I have no idea what color to use to contrast and pop. The furniture is modern and stained dark walnut. I was thinking of making pillows in the throw. What color would those be? Thanks, Louise. All right. You tend to use light colors and not bright colors. You have a light green bedspread, some khaki and ivory stripes. It's very subtle. There's no contrast. I have no idea what color to use in contrast pop. Furniture's on. So basically, you're looking for an accent color, Louise, is what it sounds like, because everything sounds very neutral. And this is my thing. Go to a Pier 1, go to a Crate and Barrel, go to a Pottery Barn, and with your credit card, buy pillows of different colors, right? And try them out in the room, and return the ones you don't like, or return them all, and then you get a sense of what color you're going for. I always like in neutral rooms to either go with greens and some burgundies. Those jewel tones are really great, but I'm also starting to like to do some blues and greens together. Now, if you really want to pump it up, think about bringing in some orange. Orange and a light blue combination is so hot right now. But the trick is trying it out with stuff that you can return back to the stores. You know, it's the best way to do it. You know, try it till you get it right and you feel good about it. Jonathan writes in, Kenneth, I recently found a fantastic 60 side table lamp combo with a great pattern on the sides. The wood color is not the best, and I've considered painting it a high gloss white or possibly another color. It is going in a room with a lot of simple dark wood furniture with clean lines. What do you think about painting accent tables and accent colors? I think it's brilliant, Jonathan. I think if the piece is something that isn't of beautiful wood and has a lot of beautiful grain, or a piece that has some sort of historical significance, it's okay to paint it. And I always say that, you know, a good coat of paint can make any piece come back to life. I also have no problem with painting things bright white, especially when it's got some really clean lines. It can really help to define things. So I say go for high gloss white and send me a picture of it. Last question's from Jade. Kenneth, I love your work and love the fact that you are not afraid of color. My question is, how can I make a long, narrow office work that has no architectural appeal? The ceilings are 8 foot, one 36-inch window in the middle of the room. But I do have dark wood floors. Thank you for anything you can send my way. Wishing you the best in your continued career. I love it. Okay. Question is, how do I make a long, narrow office work that has no architectural appeal? The ceilings are 8 feet and 136 window in the middle. Okay. Molding is your friend. I often will get just simple quarter round molding or just a little base molding and actually create architectural panels with it on top of the drywall and paint it all the same color as the walls, and all of a sudden you've given it something of interest. I also like to add crown molding and base molding. By doing that, you define your walls, and you added a little bit of architectural significance. And the third thing you can think about is what is happening on your ceiling. People forget the ceiling is the biggest, or the second biggest, or often tied with the floor, the biggest surface you see. And sometimes you can even add molding to the ceiling if you want. Or you could also bring in really beautiful chandeliers. 2 chandeliers at the end of this long office space will actually break it up a little bit and give it a sense of importance. And that's my that's my solution for you to bring in some architectural stuff. I have to grab this call, and I'll be back.